Yo, welcome back to Groovy Selective. Today we're going to be remaking the festival banger Blessings by Calvin Harris and Clementine Douglas. The aim of Groovy Selective is to teach you how to produce all types of dance music. However, if you would like to support me or you want to level up your production game quicker, you can find a link to all my sample packs, mixing, mastering, and VIP coaching services in the link below. With this remake, we're going to jump straight into the keys and the piano. That's the driving force of this track alongside the vocal. Now I am using a Nexus preset and I'm using the Dance Piano 2K7. Now, I can't say that I use Nexus very often, but I do like this preset and it sounded very similar to the original. So let's take a look at the chords. Now, the notes of this song are in B minor, however, it's technically in G Lydian, and we are going to be starting off on G major. G2, D3, G3, B3, D4. This then moves to G major 11, so G, D, G, B, C sharp, before moving back to the G major. And this repeats for the first two bars. Now for the second chord, we're moving between E minor 7 and E minor 6. So E2, E3, G3, B3, D4, E2, E3, G3, B3, C sharp 4, and then back to the E minor 7. And again, this repeats for two bars. Next, we're moving to B minor and B minor add 11. So we're starting with B2, D3, F sharp 3, B3, and then F sharp 4. Then B2, D3, F sharp 3, B3, E4. And this repeats for 3 bars. And for the last bar, we're starting with D major, which moves to D major add 9. And the notes are D2, D3, F sharp 3, A3, F sharp 4, which moves to D2, D3, F sharp 3, A3, and E4. Now for the bass line, it's just following a rhythm on the offbeat, and we're following the root notes of the piano. So G for 2 bars, E for 2 bars, B for 3 bars, and the final bar is where we have this little variation where the note still continues to play on the offbeat, but we add one more note just after, and this is playing on the D. And I am using 2 layers for this. I'm using the Serum 2 presets that you can find in my packs down below. I'm using the Boxy preset and the Sub preset. In context of the mix, it should sound like this. And now for the drums. I'm going to use kick 5, drop this in my quick sampler, create a new pattern region, and it's going to be playing on beats 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now for the clap. I'm just going to use clap 6, drag this into my quick sampler, and this will be performing on the beats 2 and 4. Now for the hi-hat, I'm going to use open hat 3, drop it into my quick sampler, and this is going to be playing in between beats 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, etc. And now I'm going to add a shaker loop from the sample pack. So I'm going to use the phase shaker top loop. Now again, I know my BPM is 130, so I need to change the tempo of the loop. I'm going to hold down Option and drag it until it aligns with my grids. And now we're going to add a crash when that bass kicks in. I'm using Crash Free from the pack. And now what's really interesting about this track is how it's structured. It's not like your traditional house tune where you have this build up and there's loads of tension there and then it drops in and everything comes in at once. It slowly progresses different elements in. So we're starting off the keys, then the kick, clap, open hat, and the keys come in, and then finally we've got the keys, the bass line, the kick, the clap, the open hat, the shaker, and the crash. And in context, it should sound a little bit like this.
No looking back this time.
Now that wraps up the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you do like the bass sounds that you hear in my videos or any of the other sounds, do visit the link down below, and I look forward to seeing you next time.